up, Woody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo Chapter 12. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little puppet kitty, who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break, which we will be covering a little bit later today. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you upgrade to the $10 tier membership, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked fall anime season in full swing, in which today we are going to be covering Digimon, Boku no Hero Academia final season, and Spy Family season 3. Tomorrow we're going to be covering Gachi-Kuta, and yesterday we covered Togenanki and Sanda, and there's even more on the way, including Jujutsu Kaisen. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So last chapter we had the cultural exchange happening, and it was going very well. It was going very well, but the end of the chapter, there was an accusation going on in regards to the humans killing Callians, and the majority of the community is like, wait a minute, they didn't bring Callians with them. We saw that they didn't bring any with them. So what the fuck are they talking about? And there was a good theory that, like, Callians maybe meant, like, cursed beings or something like that, which would make a little bit of sense. But let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. Just when they thought coexistence was on the table, are we massacring Callians? Apparently so. That's the claim of an unrelated party. Could it be a misunderstanding? No Callians or anything like them exist here, and this chapter is titled Uninhabited and Demon Infested. That said, the tears from their third eye have proved the claim. We received reports of a Callian being massacred at a place called Tokyo. Tokyo? Ooh, alright, here we go. Yay! Okay, so here's the author comment from Gege. The screening of the first 2 episodes of the anime was so good, I'm glad I watched it. So, here's the thing. Theoretically, we could cover it on Patreon. It would be, I really don't want to use a cam rip, because that's what I have at the moment, but I could cover it on Patreon. If you want me to cover it on Patreon, join it and get a $10 membership. Or if you don't feel comfortable using Patreon, I do have YouTube memberships available that if you do join, become a YouTube member, a $10 YouTube member, then I can give you a Patreon membership, and then you can request it as well. So, yeah. But anyways, cursed spirits don't manifest outside of Tokyo. So yeah, so the theory that that some fans were having about Callians being cursed spirits seems valid. Cursed spirits don't manifest outside of Tokyo. Really? Since the government was forced to reveal the existence of cursed spirits during the Culling Games, they tried to contain the chaos by claiming they only manifest within Tokyo. By finding cursed energy and spirits within inaccessible Tokyo, we prevented further leaks, and eventually the lie became the truth. So cursed spirits manifesting outside of Tokyo is not possible, just improbable. And that's why we have to do the maintenance on the charms that protect Kyoto. That's why there's a purge going on as we speak. Purge? The cursed spirits in Tokyo are eradicated periodically to ensure they don't enter into other areas. The barriers can let's see, can easily get unstable during such an event. Students aren't usually allowed to participate. Why are cursed spirits so powerful? Well, it depends on the spirit. Unlike cursed users, they vary in shape, size, and strength. They often move in packs, so our old capital became known as the uninhabited demon-infested Tokyo. Okay. Okay, Yuji. Okay, Yuji. Not to be confused with Yadori. I'm talking about the manga Yuji. I gotta talk about this art here. Something that I have been saying for a minute is that I really, really wished that, and I know Gege picked Yuji to do the art, but man, just looking at this spread, I'm just like, God, I just have to wonder what the Hell's Paradise Shigakuraku mangaka what Kaku would have done for this. Because no, Iwasami, this does look good. Don't get me wrong, and this is on page 4. Like, don't get me wrong, Iwasami Sensei, this looks good. It does look good. Like, don't get me wrong, but and I've covered Hell's Paradise Shigakuraku from like chapter 17 to the end, and I have a playlist on my channel for it. And Kaku has watched my content, and I tweet with Kaku from time to time. Kaku is a sweetheart. I look at this and I'm like, I gotta wonder what Kaku would have done with this. It would have been so sick. I'm probably gonna get thumbs down for it because I'm talking about it, but like, I just can't help but think that. Because, no offense to Iwasami, but I really think that Kaku can just capture, if you, obviously you've read Jujutsu Kaisen if you're watching this, because this is the sequel, but like, Kaku, in my opinion, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, I think Kaku could just capture Gege's art style a little bit better. I do, and it just, oh God, it just frustrates me, because I really could see what Kaku would do with this, and it just, it irritates me so much. It was, Gege, I see the vision of what you want here. I'm putting my tinfoil hat here. I know Iwasami was picked by Gege. I know that. And I'm gonna probably sound like a total asshole here, but I don't care. I have to wonder, was Iwasami the first choice? I gotta wonder. I know Kaku is working on a new series, and that's probably why Kaku wasn't picked. I know this for a fact that Kaku is working on a new series. I do. I have the tweets to prove it. I have the tweets to back it up that Kaku is working on a new series. They just can't say anything because their editor won't let them. That's why I'm like, I know that's why Kaku is not working on this. Well, that's why let me reword this. That's why I believe Kaku is not working on this. Is because Kaku is working on their new series. Oh God, I know I'm coming off as such a huge asshole. I like this. Don't get me wrong. I like this art. I like what Iwasami's doing, but I just know this could have been done so much better. I need more horror. I need more abstract horror from this. I need something like, what's another one? Ishida Sui. I'm gonna compare this to Ishida Sui. Look, if you read Chojin X, like, you know exactly what I'm talking about with the abstract horror. Like, Ishida Sui could give you so much more with this, too. Oh my god, we could be getting so much more from this. Oh my god, we could be. It sucks. Again, am I saying this art is bad? No, I'm going to emphasize this. This art is not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. But I'm just saying we could get so much more from this. Ugh. This definitely, oh my god, this needs more shading. Oh my god. If you haven't read Hell's Paradise Jigakuraku and you've read Ayashimon, just picture that. Yeah, this would be like, that's what I picture here. It's like picture more of an Ayashimon situation here. Oh god. God, we were so fucking robbed. This sucks. Again, this art isn't bad, but god. I need more from this art. I need more horror. I'm gonna say what I said before about this art. I feel like this is sanitized Jujutsu Kaisen art. That's what it feels like at times. That sucks. That's another 10 points for me. Well, isn't that one only worth 5 points? It's so different from the one I just took out. It's not just about size. So what made it special? Be quiet for a second, would you? You should trust your upperclassmen more than that. Alright, we keep moving. This building's up next. You scared? And you know full well that at least 2 sorcerers are required to enter a closed building. What are these? Low-tiered curses, but they outnumber us for sure. Oh, shit. Are they getting closer? What's on that ceiling? Such a smart boy. How did you manage to come here? Wait, how'd you manage to come here? I see. It must have been tough on you. Woo! A Sumerian? What the? Hold on. Okay, so this is page 7. If you're wondering if I'm going to say the same thing about the Sumerian on page 7, yes, the same thing that I said about page 4 applies to this too. Oh god, this needs more shading. Oh my god. Oh, the potential is so there. It's just too clean. This is too vanilla horror. Like, I just picture like what we've gotten in like Jujutsu Kaisen, like with what Gege did, and I picture like what Kaku has done, like Hell's Paradise Jigakuraku and Ayashimon, and it's just like, dude, this art could be so much scarier. This is not scary. And yes, I know, I have been very spoiled by horror lately. Are you telling me cursed spirits might actually be Callians? Not quite, but they do share similar traits. Contact people immediately and make sure the purge is halted. In fact, curses are likely the closest beings to a Callian, and Callians are probably the closest beings to a cursed spirit. We're going to Tokyo. We will accompany you. We must hurry. Going via the Nanox would be, most likely, I guess, to Tokyo faster. The easy part is swapping the charms. The tricky part is when the charm contains a cursed object. In such cases, we need to handle it with the utmost care. But hold on a second. But is the Sumerian getting eaten? Now I gotta wonder what's gonna happen if the cursed being eats the Sumerian. Are they gonna realize, oh shit, yeah, the cursed beings aren't the same thing as Callians? I think Maru already kind of realized that already when they fought the cursed being. So yeah. Let's see. Over time, the nature of a cursed object changes. What once repelled evil may turn into something that attracts it. I see, so that's all a sorcerer's job is? Well, don't get me wrong, I don't mean to be degrading. You're having fun, aren't you? Well, but the fact that protecting people doesn't depend on some kind of fate or ideals, but is presented simply as part of the job, I think that's nice. Does Lemillion warriors not do something similar? No, warriors don't choose their own path. It's decreed by the Callian from your village of birth. Well, you can tell if someone will be a sorcerer or not at birth. Well, not all Callians, of course, but the ones who can are special. They're usually several thousand years old and are almost always sacrificed. Several thousand? Ah, right, they were immortal. We get our middle names from Callians, actually. That's so. Mara's middle name was so freaking long, I can't remember it for the life of me. Are we too late? Leave it to me. Yakumaru speaking. All squads engaged in the purge, including those who've engaged with Sumerians, assemble immediately. You attacked first. Stop moving. That's Asami-san's. Get a hold of yourself. The purge has been called off. What the hell do you think you're saying? The nature of cursed spirits was never adequately disclosed to them. We made a call to give them as little information as possible regarding sorcery. The only reason this happened is because of our neglect. So does that mean you'll stop the purge? Cursed spirits and Callians are practically the same thing. These Callians are they're cursed spirits. Stop messing around with me, kiddo. You believe them? Just look at my third eye. They're Callians. If they were truly Callians, you wouldn't still be on your feet, much less talking after your third eye wept. Just look at its corpse. It vanished. Cursed spirits manifest because the Japanese people unconsciously leak Lolaruka. They're not Callians. Even if they aren't, did you not hear them calling? I'm asking you nicely, Osuke. Move on, please. So they understand. They understand that they're different from Callians. We sincerely apologize. We are at fault for trespassing in Tokyo without permission. This happened. Yeah, it's their fault. They should have realized something was wrong. This happened only because we doubted you and failed to show sincerity. We apologize for that. Why are we apologizing? You want us to bow our heads for our imposed visitors? The best course of action here would probably be to disperse at once. Good thinking. We'll reconvene later tonight. Well, that's that. Like, I think what they should do is when they reconvene, they should explain a little bit further about, they should talk about curses a little bit more and explain the situation. Especially, like, now that they know what Callians are and, like, how they're very similar to curses, it seems like Callians have, like, a more, obviously, Callians are a more positive cursed energy, whereas, obviously, the cursed spirits here are negative. Well, that's that. Couldn't they organize this somewhere that's easier to access? They can't help it. This is a key location for the barrier. High or low spots make for good locations, even holy ones. Just thinking about it makes me tired. Well, sorcerers are always short on staff, but with the help of Lumelians, I got it. That could make it work. We could be of use to Earth. I'll go inform the others. I'm sure our warriors will be ecstatic. Can't wait to see the reaction. Well then, see you tomorrow. Oh God. Cross! What do you think you're doing? He reached for his weapon. They attacked us first. What the fuck? I'm gonna rip you apart, you bastard. Osuke, get off Jambaloma. We'll take care of our own. Just wait a second. What the hell's going on here? Dabra. And thus appears the special grade. What the fuck happened? What happened? Oh no, Cross got hit! No! There's no way Cross is dead. There's no way he's dead. Dude. There's no way Cross is dead. No fucking way. No way that killed Cross. That fucking idiot! He didn't, like, that fucking idiot! He didn't do anything! You fucking retard! Oh my God, that fucking retard! He ruined everything! That fucking retard ruined everything! Maru, you fucking retard! That fucking retard. Cross wasn't gonna do anything! Cross was actually working with you, you fucking idiots! You better hope Cross isn't dead. You better hope Cross isn't dead, you fucking retard! I can't believe that fucker shot him! What an idiot! Like, what the hell? You're about to... Dude! You're lucky if Cross is dead, you are absolutely fucked. Because Maru ain't gonna play and Dabra ain't gonna fuck around. No way. There's no way that you're gonna have, if Cross dies, Maru and Dabra are not gonna fuck around. If Cross is alive after all this shit, after all is said and done, I don't know how Cross is going to be after all this. I think Cross will understand that this fucker is a dumbass and that he's going to be handled with. I don't think Cross is that retarded. I think Cross is smart. Cross knows. I think Cross understands that Yakimaru is fucking stupid. And that the rest of them, and that the rest of the people that they're working with aren't fucking stupid. Because he doesn't remember what we saw him and Maru go through. That he does not want to be the same thing. He doesn't want to become like the Discuntans. He doesn't want to sink to that level. He doesn't want to sink to that fucking level of the Discuntans. So that's why I'm like, he doesn't want to let one person ruin it for everyone. That's what I'm saying. It feels like, that's what it kind of feels like. I feel like it's a history repeating itself kind of situation. And that's why I'm like, I don't think Cross is gonna die, for one thing. And two, like, I don't think Cross is gonna let this fucker ruin everything. Because he doesn't want to sink to the level of the Discuntans. He's not gonna do that. There's no way he's gonna let that happen. No way. No fucking way that's gonna happen. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kick in so we can keep bringing you more Jujutsu Kaisen content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee. Purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord. Friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!